Hey guys, this is Terry at the Newnan Crossing. Had a toilet that keeps running. I changed the flapper, but it seems to still run inside of this toilet tank. As you can see the vibration of the water probably. But here we have a flush valve that needs to be changed. So the first thing you want to do is flush the toilet. Cut off your water from the supply line and get all this remaining water that's inside the tank. I'm just gonna grab my wet vac. Next thing you want to do, you have 2 screws and a supply line that you have to take off. A little water come out of this. I have my wet vac to get that up. All right. And you have a screw on one side and you have one on the other that you have to undo. So I'm going to undo those bolts and I'll be right back. Okay, I took those screws off. Those bolts off, I'm sorry. Butterfly bolts. Next thing you'll have to do is pull off this gasket. And we're going to replace this. My washers, I'm going to see if those good enough to stay on or not. They look like they're pretty good to stay. So, in order to change this flush valve, you have to get you some pliers. You have to get you some pliers and undo this nut. So I'm going to pause the video to undo this and I'll be right back. Okay, I have undid my nut from there. So what you'll do now, go on the inside and pull this flush valve out. Remove your line for your fill valve and remove the flapper. Do with time, that rubber gasket that's around here gets corroded, and that's how water seeps through and keep causing the tank to fill up. This is my new gasket flush valve that I'll be putting on. I'm going to remove that nut and push that back in just like I removed the old one and tighten that nut down and we'll be good to go. I'm going to pause the video to put this on. Alrighty, I put my flush valve in, got my nut real tight and secured. And the thing that you want to do now, before you put this tape back on, is to always change the gasket. If you don't change that gasket, once you flush it, it will leak again. So I'm going to replace this rubber gasket. And I'm going to just place it right on here. Okay, my next step is to put the tank back on the stool. And line this up and put the nuts back on it. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll put my tank back on it. And I lock both of my butterfly nuts down on it. The next thing you'll want to do is connect your supply line back. And these right here is just hand tight, so you don't want to tighten these up with a with some pair of pliers because it'll break. Okay. Now in here, we're going to connect my change for my flapper to the toilet handle. And we're going to put the fill valve line set inside this little hole. I'm going to take some of that chain off of this one. Give me 1 second. Okay. You want to make sure that your flapper chain is not too long because it can get tangled up. So you want just the right length on it. Okay, next step is to clip back on your supply line to the water. And that's how you change your flush valve. Alrighty, this is Terry again coming from the Newnan Crossing.